subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Art World Confessions. I couldn't decide what to do for this week's Art World Confessions. There's so much stuff happening that I read about in ArtNet. I mean, there's this employee at the museum in Munich who's stealing works and selling them at auction. There's this other guy who is really being dragged through the mud, this architect from Ghana. I believe he's from Ghana. There's also this other museum that's having a hard time with its employees. There's just so many things going on. But I think what I'm actually going to discuss today is the artist not fulfilling their part of the contract at this Dutch museum, and then him being successfully sued, and having to pay back this museum for what they ever gave him. I have no idea. So it's a Danish museum. Someone just corrected me. It's a Danish museum. And he was paid like $77,000 to recreate this work, which shows how much employees get paid. And as some sort of protest work, he took the money and ran. And that was what he titled the 2 empty blank canvases that he sent to the museum in exchange for the payment that they gave him. Basically, what they're saying to this artist is, you can't do whatever you want with the money we give you. You have to do exactly what you're commissioned to do. And in the sense of law, in the sense of how contracts work, I can't disagree with them. Obviously, the courts agreed with the museum as well, and they asked the artist to pay back the money. But the article went on to say that the artist doesn't even know where that money is going to come from to pay them back, because he doesn't have it. So the question then becomes, is it art or is it contractual, consigned work that is somehow commissioned, that he must deliver exactly what they said he should deliver? Is there any agency here, any free agency in the artist to be inspired and create something new? Was the artist really just taking the money and running? Or was he making a good artistic statement, a performative work that should be appreciated for what it is by the museum? Granted, the museum says it doesn't have a huge budget and every penny counts, blah, 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 blah. But I'm really on the side of the artist here. And I think if it was intentional for him to create a new work and to make a statement, then he really should have been allowed to just keep the money and run. I mean, other people in other industries where law is concerned, it happens all the time. I mean, I won't even go into the finance industry, which is known for taking people's money and running. They're from Bernie Madoff to all these other guys, Frank Bankman or Frank Fried or whatever the hell this young guy's name is. People are taking money all the time in the finance industry and running with it. So why not an artist? Why not a creative process that allows him to change what he agreed to do with the money and use it for something else? Just run. I mean, think about it. If the law doesn't really protect people against the guys like Madoff and, I mean, there's all the puns on their name. He made off with their money, and the bank man took everyone's money. I mean, the artist is only really commenting on all the other ways that this happens in real life. I mean, let's really think about it.